everyone, welcome to Pabbly. So in this video we are going to learn how to send a personalized email after Facebook lead ad submission. So as a business owner, when I capture leads on Facebook lead ads, I use Gmail to send personalized thank you email for nurturing the lead generation process. So here my objective is, as soon as I receive a new lead on Facebook lead ads, a mail should be sent to the Gmail of my leads. So for making the connection between Facebook and Gmail, I am going to use a software that is Pabbly Connect. So if you also want to build this automation, then let me take you towards my screen.
Welcome to my screen. So in this video, I will show you how you can send an automated emails to the new leads created over the Facebook lead ad. So for sending the email, we are going to build a connection between the Facebook lead ads and the Gmail. And for that, we are going to use Pabbly Connect, which is an amazing automation and integration platform. By using Pabbly Connect, we are going to select the Facebook lead ads as our trigger app and Gmail as the action step. So now if a new lead will be created over the Facebook, they will receive an email on their Google account. So let's start building this automation. I'm going to show you the real working of this automation. So for that, let's move on to my Meta for developers. In that, we are going to use lead ads testing tool. So here in this lead ad testing tool, you can see my page and the form is already selected. And this is the page I have created over my Facebook, that is test channel, and in this channel I am using this form, that is Facebook lead ads form. So for creating a new lead, I have to delete my previous lead, as I can create only one lead per form. So now let's firstly delete this lead. So here you can see my lead has been deleted. Now you just have to click over this preview form and you will get the form. So here we have to fill the detail, that is first name, last name, email and phone number and the street address. So now let's fill these details over here. So here you can see I have filled these details, and now I am going to simply click over this continue button and we just have to submit our form. And here my form is submitted. Now let's move on to my Gmail account and check whether I am receiving this mail or not. And here you can see I have received this mail which consists of my phone number and email address with the name which I have filled over the form. Now I am going to build this automation. So for building this automation, you have to use Pabbly Connect. Now for accessing the Pabbly Connect, you just have to type its URL over the new tab, that is pabbly.com/connect. Now here we are landed to the Pabbly Connect landing page, and here you can see we are getting two options, that is sign in and sign up free. If you are a new user, you can just click on sign up free, but if you are an existing user, you can simply click over the sign in. But before moving on forward, I am going to tell you about an amazing platform of Pabbly, that is Pabbly Community. So in Pabbly Community, automation users, marketers and business owners share their ideas, ask questions and discover the latest features and tips for using Pabbly application. So you can also join Pabbly Community for sharing your workflows and get the answer to your questions. So join Pabbly Community now and grow your business with us. And if you wish to join Pabbly Community, you can find the link in the description given below. Now let's move on to our Pabbly Connect, and here I am going to just click over the sign in button, as I have already an account on Pabbly. Now as you will click on sign up, you will get this all Pabbly apps page, and here you can see these are the products provided by Pabbly. Now as we are going to use Pabbly Connect, which will integrate different applications and start automating your work, we just have to click on this access now button, and as you will click on access now, you will get the dashboard page of Pabbly Connect. And here you can see this is the dashboard page of Pabbly Connect, and these are the workflows I have created for my account. Now I am going to show you how you can create your own workflow from the scratch. For that, you just have to click over this create workflow button, and as you will click on this create workflow button, you will get the option for selecting the workflow builder. So here you can see we are getting two workflow builder, that is new beta workflow builder and classic workflow builder. So beta workflow builder is modern, faster and more flexible, and classic will give you a stable and familiar approach. So here I am going to use my newly launched workflow builder, that is beta. So you just have to click on this select button, and as you will click on create workflow button, you will get this dialog box where you have to enter the workflow name. So now let's provide a name to our workflow, and here I am providing it the name send personalized email to Facebook leads. And now we are getting the option for selecting the folders. So if you want to select your own folder, you can select it over here. Now you just have to click over this create button and you will get your workflow. And here you can see we are getting the pop-up, that is workflow created successfully, and we are successfully landed to our workflow page. And now on this workflow page, you can see it is asking me to add the trigger. So you might be thinking, what is this trigger? So trigger is basically the application which is going to initiate your workflow. So I'm going to initiate my workflow as soon as I receive a new lead over the Facebook lead ads. So here I'm going to select my trigger as Facebook lead ads, and as you will click on this add trigger button, you will get this trigger setup page. Now in this trigger setup page, it is asking me to choose the app. So here I am going to choose my trigger app as Facebook lead ads, and here as I've selected my trigger app, it is asking me to select the app event. So I am going to select my app event as new lead instant, means my workflow should be triggered as soon as I receive a new lead. So here you can see I have selected my app event. Now we are getting the option for connecting, so you just have to click on this connect button for making the connection between Pabbly Connect and the Facebook app. So if you want to build a new connection, you can simply click over this add new connection button, but you have to remember that your Facebook should be logged in for making the connection between the Pabbly Connect and the Facebook lead ads. So here my Facebook is already logged in, and you just have to click on this connect with Facebook lead ads, and here you have to connect your Facebook with Pabbly Connect. Now as I have already an existing connection, I will use select existing connection over here, and now we just have to click on the save button. And as you will click on the save button, you will get the option for selecting the page name. So on my Facebook, I have created some of the Facebook pages. So here you can see these are the Facebook pages I have created, and here I have selected this page, that is Digital Dynamics. Now I am going to select this page over my Pabbly Connect. So here I am going to select my page, that is Digital Dynamics. Now here we are getting the option for selecting the form. So here you can see these are the forms which are connected to my Digital Dynamics page. Now for getting the information of your forms, you just have to go to Meta Business Suite, and here you can see these are the forms added to my page, that is Digital Dynamics. So if you want to create your own form, you can simply click over this create form button, and now I am going to select my form, that is Digital Dynamic Leads form. Here I am only selecting this Digital Dynamic Lead forms as I want to receive the response of only one form, that is Digital Dynamic Lead form. And if you want to receive the responses of your all forms, you can simply select this all lead gen forms, but I am going to select this Digital Dynamics Lead form. So here you can see my page and my form is already selected. Now you just have to click on the save and send test request button, and as I have clicked on save and send test request button, you can see it is waiting for the webhook response. So now we have to fill our dynamic digital lead form. Now for getting this dynamic digital lead form, you just have to go to your Meta for Developers page, and here on the resources you can see we are getting the option for developer tools. So just select it, and now you will get this developer tools page, and now in this developer tools page you have to select this lead ads RTO debug tool. Now as you will select this lead ads RTO debug tool, you will get this lead ads testing tool page. Now in this testing tool page, you can see it is asking me to select the page and the form. So here I have already told you that I am going to select my page, that is Digital Dynamics. So here you can see these are the list of pages. So I am going to select my page, that is Digital Dynamics over here, and now we are getting the option for selecting the form. So I am going to select my form, that is Digital Dynamics lead form. So now let's select it, and now I am going to fill my form. But before moving on forward, you have to delete your previous lead, as you can create only one lead per form. So now let's firstly delete our previous lead over here, and here you can see our previous lead has been deleted. Now you just have to click on this preview form button, and you will get the Digital Dynamics form. Now you just have to fill these details over here. So here you can see I have filled my first name, that is test, and last name user, and the email, that is testuser@pabblytudes, and I have also filled my phone number. Now you just have to click on this continue button. Now we just have to click on this submit button, and here you can see our form is already submitted. Now let's move on to our Pabbly Connect and check whether we are receiving this response or not. And here you can see we are receiving the response which we have recently filled over our Digital Dynamics lead ad form, and here you can see we are receiving this response, and here we are done with our trigger setup. Now you just have to go to your action setup. For that we are going to make a right click over here, and here you can see we are getting the option for add action steps. So just select it, and you will get this action setup page. And here as I'm going to send an email to my leads, I will select the Gmail as my action app. So here I have selected Gmail as my action app. So here I have selected my app event as send email. Now you just have to click over this connect button for making the connection between Pabbly Connect and Gmail. And if you want to build a new connection, you can simply click over this add new connection button, and here you can see we are getting the option that is sign in with Google. So here you have to sign up your account and make connection between Gmail and the Pabbly Connect. Now as I have already an existing connection, connection, I will use select existing connection, and here our connection is already selected. So I will just click on the save button, and as I have clicked over the save button, I am receiving these fields. Now you just have to map these fields. So you might be thinking, what is this mapping? So mapping basically makes our field dynamic, means you don't have to enter the data again and again. The responses will be already fetched by Pabbly Connect without making any changes. So now in this first field, it is asking me to enter the recipient's email address. So I am going to map the recipient's email address from the response which I have received over my form. So now let's select it. So here you can see we are getting this email, that is testuser@pabblytudes.com, and here our recipient's email address is mapped. And if you want to send email to multiple email address, you can provide CC and BCC, and I am going to leave these field blank over here. Now here we are getting the option for entering the sender name, and here I am going to provide the sender name as Pabbly. Now here we are getting the option for entering the email subject. Here you can see I have entered this email subject, and now in this subject I am going to mention the name of my lead. For that I am going to map the data which I have received over this form. So now let's select our first name and last name from this form, and here you can see I am getting this first name, and after that I am going to select the last name. So here we have mapped the email subject. Now let's move on forward, and here we are getting the option for entering the email content. So now let's provide an email content over here. So here you can see I have entered the email content. Now on this email content, I am going to map the details which I have received over the forms. After hi, I am going to map the name of my lead. So for that I am going to just click over here. So here you can see after hi, I have mapped the name, that is test user. So here I am going to map my phone number and email address. So here I have mapped my phone number. Now I am going to map my email address. So now let's select this email address over here. So here you can see I have mapped my phone number and email address both. Now as we will receive a new lead over the dynamic digital lead form, these data will be automatically replaced with the new responses. So here we are done with our email content, and now further we are getting the field, that is file name and attachment. So if you want to provide any kind of attachment, you can provide the file name and the attachment URL, and you can send your files also. Now I am going to leave this file blank over here, and now I am going to just click over the save and send test request button. And as I have clicked over the save and send test request button, I am receiving this response, and the status of this response is sent. Now let's move on to our Google Mail account and check whether we are receiving an email or not. So here you can see I am receiving this email, and in this email my name is changed to the test user which I have provided over the form, and the phone number and email address are also changed. Now you just have to click on the save button, and your responses are saved successfully. So here we have successfully built the connection between the Facebook lead ads and Gmail. So you can also build connections like this by using Pabbly Connect. So start using Pabbly Connect now, and stay tuned to our YouTube channel for learning more automations like this. Thank you for watching this video.
Not only this automation, you can build many more integrations like this by just using Pabbly Connect. So if you have any doubt, you can mail us at support@pabbly.com, and if you have any queries, you can post it over the forums.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issue, then you can visit the URL given over here. So start using Pabbly Connect for free now.